Good evening and welcome to another edition of the AGP Sportscast for today, August the 14th. I'm Samuel Gillis. Thanks for joining us. Sports has ascended to great levels in Bartica after laying dormant for many years. Earlier this year, the community took steps to upgrade the community center ground as well as building a double-sided pavilion. Stanford Howard with more.
Over the years, the community of Bartica was known mostly as one of the gateways to the mining interior. But this is quickly changing as the municipality seeks to get the youth there more involved in sports. Just days ago, the community hosts Guyana's first international cycling meet, hosting 14 countries. But there is much more in store for the youths of the town, according to Mayor Gifford Marshall. Marshall is also calling for greater cooperation between the respective sporting disciplines, since it's the only way forward.
Continues, and we will continue to work with all sports disciplines to continue to push them to ensure that they are successful. I must say, however, though, that we, as a country, we have to place more emphasis on sports. As a people, we have to ease off some of the fighting that we have in some of these sporting disciplines that is affecting the overall performance of the country. So that's another discussion for another time, and we all look forward to Guyana doing even better in the coming years.
Commenting on just the concluded meet, Deputy Mayor Arita Elmilton expressed confidence that the event also served in boosting the confidence of the residents.
To us, I'm very happy, especially for the young people, to have first-hand experience with cycling. I see this as a motivation for them, and we hope that we have a lot of young people coming up and becoming.
The town's administration was elected into office in 2016, and since then, there has been a focus on sports infrastructure.
In 2018, and we will have to continue to advance our agenda, and our agenda basically is to build the capacity of our people. So different folks, different strokes, persons have different views on how they should get things done, but we believe as a municipality that we need to invest, especially in our young people, even as we invest in our infrastructure. Because if you have the infrastructure, but you don't have the young people with the capacity in whatever discipline to be a part of, enjoy those infrastructure, then it makes no sense. So investment in young people, of course, is close to our hearts. Sports is just one aspect.
For HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
Guyana Football Federation has released their 31-man Guyana-based temporary squad for the upcoming 2019-2020 CONCACAF Nations League. Stanford Howard with this story.
The start of the CONCACAF Nation League in September-November window, a 31-man Guyana-based provisional squad has been selected to begin training this Thursday at the GFF's National Training Center, Providence. The squad would also include 4 goalkeepers, 11 defenders, 10 midfielders, and 6 forwards. Also has 7 first-timers who will be competing for a chance to earn their debut in the senior national squad. Charles Pollard, the Golden Jaguars assistant coach and lead for the Guyana-based team preparation, said the first session will prioritize fitness, which will be led by Tolo. Fitness in the sport, especially during this time, can never be underestimated. So while some of the guys have been actively engaged in tournaments, others may not have been so active. So the fitness regimen will test this to determine their overall readiness and will also point us to areas to focus on. Fitness evaluation is scheduled for Saturday. The squad was selected by technical panel, including head coach Michael Johnson, who said, and I quote, "We are continuously looking for players with the right combination of technical skills, heart, and commitment to represent Guyana. I believe this squad reflects that, while the majority of the squad is taken from those who were a part of the previous training program. We have brought in some new players who have shown credible performance in the recently held tournament and who had to fight for a place when the short list is made. One of those players is young Ryan Dowing, who performed well during the recently concluded GFF KFC Under-20 tournament. Guyana will play 3 home and 3 away matches, with the 3 home games starting from October 9th, when Guyana go up against Jamaica, then on to October 14th, when they face off Antigua, and November 15th against Aruba. And the away games begin on September 6th, when they versus Aruba in Curacao, October 11th against Antigua and Barbuda in Antigua, and November 18th, they will battle with Jamaica in Jamaica. For HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
Delroy McIntosh becomes the first winner of the Les Best Sports Fantasy League. Here is Stanford Howard again.
McIntosh, who hails from Bartica, was the first person to win the authentic English Premier League jersey. At the competition, which was launched last Friday, McIntosh scored 100 points at the end of Week 1 in the new Fantasy Football League. Brand Ambassador Roald Tony said that the competition shows that the league is reaching far and wide and now is accessible to persons from the length and breadth of Guyana.
Bartic as well, and third and fourth. So the top 4 players in the Let's Bet League are from Bartica. So Georgetown, Linden, Borbies, wherever else part of Guyana you're from, we gotta catch them up.
McIntosh spoke on the unique makeup of his team, which he believes led to his success in being the first winner.
It comes down to studying each and every player, I understand, and the performances from last season and the availability of players also.
And going forward, what do you think about the chances?
Yeah, well, I will be sticking to my team, just using the one free transfer because right now I'm in the lead and the others got to catch up. So the pressure is...
Keno Washington, also of Bartica, came in second with 98 points and won a 500 voucher to either play online or at any Lotto Let's Bet sports agent countrywide. Participants are asked to select 11 players within a price budget. In this case, with the Premier League, it's £100 imaginary figure. At the end of the session in May 2020, there will be a grand draw and 2 players' jersey directly from the league will be awarded. Persons who would like to play can follow these simple steps. For HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
Carlos Brathwaite, West Indies captain, is of the opinion that the consistent failure of the team to effectively execute the skills it possesses is one factor contributing to its losing streak. The details in this report. West Indies have won only 2 of their last 11 completed ODI. It's an alarming statistic on paper, but the team, according to Carlos Brathwaite, isn't doing as badly as those results might suggest. As he tries to keep the hope of the fans alive, he opined that they are just missing a few key moments that could have turned 1 or 2 losses into wins and make them look a little better, giving his team a little momentum and begin trying to win series more consistently. Chasing 217 46 overs in Sunday's second ODI after the first game was abandoned, West Indies slipped from 179 for 4 to 182 for 8 before going down. Brathwaite felt it wasn't a lack of belief or skills that was causing West Indies to let such key moments slip, but a failure to execute those skills. He said, "We are just giving chance to everyone in the team and hopefully everyone is getting the proper chance and proper treatment before going in. And everyone is confident of their position because the team management is supporting them." According to him, he wants to improve himself as a cricketer and as a person and needs to work on his staying power after he has settled in on a game. For HGP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis. And that's all we have for this edition of the AGP Sportscast. But do remember, success is not an happening, it is a result. There is nothing mysterious about progressing. It is doing instead of doubting and working instead of wishing. Back to you, Javon.